Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be reacting to a video called Top 10 Beautiful Places to Visit in Sweden. It's a Sweden travel video. I think probably the most famous place, I don't know if it's actually like a place, but it's just, I think probably one of the most touristy attractions is the Northern Lights. I think they are, if I'm not mistaken, you can see them in the northern of Sweden, but I'm not sure if there's in a specific town or in a specific city that you would actually have to go there specifically to actually see them. But I would say maybe that's my top beautiful place in Sweden. Maybe to me, at least, that I don't really know much about this. Maybe that would be the number one spot, because I know that I definitely want to go there at some point. And also, of course, Stockholm. I think Stockholm also looks like a beautiful town, a beautiful city, and probably that's going to earn a spot on the list. But let's check it out and comment, like, and subscribe. This straight out like a dream with the snowy capped trees. That's Swedish. Well, obviously, but...
Sweden, the heart of Scandinavia, has an incredibly rich history and beautiful landscapes.
Yeah.
Sweden offers acres of unspoiled...
That looks so incredibly beautiful. It looks straight out of the savers, the screensavers that some computers have. I don't know if they still they still have those these days, right? It seems like one of those things of you're not even sure if that's real. I don't know, because it looks so beautiful. There's can you imagine a place like this existing? It's yes, it definitely exists.
Forests and majestic lakes to explore, not to mention vast archipelagos along its coasts. The air and water are crystal clean, the roads and public transport are excellent, and the citizens are among the friendliest people in Europe. As if all that wasn't enough, Sweden boasts an extremely interesting history full of Viking.
It literally is a square mountain. How did they make it like that? Obviously it's gotta be man-made. I doubt that thing happened naturally.
As well. So without wasting more time, here are the top 10 places to visit in Sweden.
A windmill? It's really
Number 10, Malmo.
Them.
Malmo is a multicultural city full of excitement and energy. Situated just over the Öresund Bridge, it has long been overshadowed by its more famous neighbor, but it has plenty to offer on its own, including a host of outstanding cultural offerings like the new Moderna Museet Malmo.
Oh.
Sweden's third largest city is fairly small, but it is big on organic fair trade products from fashion to cuisine. On a nice day, it's hard to beat strolling along the promenade indulging in ice cream.
It looks like an interesting mix of modern architecture with older things, older buildings.
Number 9. Visby. Visby is Gotland's gateway, as it has been for centuries. On the west coast of Gotland, the city of Visby has a long history stretching back to the Middle Ages. Then it was a prosperous member of the Hanseatic League, a medieval trading alliance in northern Europe.
That's how you know the city or the town is so old, because the street is so incredibly narrow. I'm seeing a car, but the car is basically there's just one car, but I don't think can two cars even fit there? I doubt it. And that's how you know, because all the houses are all the buildings are so close together, and there's a little street, and that's how you know it's very old, because obviously they haven't this hasn't changed. Obviously the buildings probably they have been renovated and stuff, but for the most part the whole organization and the whole layout of this town has probably been the same since, I don't know, the 1600s or something.
But there is more to Visby than just its history. The city hosts some of the best restaurants not only in Gotland, but all of Sweden. Many of them feature the fresh, farm-to-table cuisine for which Gotland is known.
Oh! It's just meat and vegetables, or they have also, oh yes, or do they actually, I would assume they have fish, given the fact that there's an ocean there, and lakes. That looks like a suburb, with a very nice suburb.
Uppsala. Uppsala, the cultural capital of Sweden, totally deserves to be on your bucket list. If you wish to experience and explore the cultural and traditional side of Sweden, you must visit Uppsala.
That's so
In its
incredibly
old
pretty.
town, the cathedral and castle are considered must-visits.
Oh, they have a
The
castle.
Uppsala Cathedral has spectacular spires that rise up into the sky against a backdrop of university buildings and the river Firis.
Oh. Where's the palace? The castle.
Number
I wanna see the
7.
Castle.
Marstrand. Just an hour's drive from Gothenburg, Marstrand is Sweden's version of Hollywood. A
Oh.
popular playground for celebs
Okay, this one does not look like Hollywood, but it looks like a very coastal town. This reminds me a little bit of maybe Rhode Island. Yes, this actually reminds me of Rhode Island. Maybe it's just like Martha's Vineyard and not Hollywood. Like it's just like, or I don't know, probably Cannes, like something of like where rich people go on vacation.
and royalty. It boasts a colorful collection of wooden holiday homes and sailboats of all types. It features a fortress from the 17th century as the
Oh my.
biggest attraction for foreign tourists, where you can
Okay.
even attend a Viking dinner. The tourists
I would love to have a Viking dinner. What is it composed of? I would assume boar. I'm thinking something like a wild animal and maybe lingonberries because I know that's a very Swedish thing. And I don't know, potatoes maybe? Are meatballs, were meatballs a Viking thing? Were those, I think those were invented later. I would love to know what a Viking dinner actually has. Milk as well? I don't know, but we'll love, and do you have to like dress up as well? One of those like Renaissance fairs? Like that would be so funny.
also enjoy its proximity to the sea, the good fish and fresh seafood available at local eateries, and a lot of sea activities to do.
There's like a lot of yachts. So it's just like the rich people, like that's where rich people go. It's definitely like Martha's Vineyard. Wow, would love to go there.
Number 6.
Oh,
Ystad.
This is like very old timey.
Except Ystad, no other city in Sweden can boast such an accurate portrayal of Sweden's bygone days. You'll find
looks
its
very old.
cobblestone streets and sun-dappled squares, lined with many half-timbered houses and other buildings which host shops and restaurants. Along with its fascinating history, Ystad also has top-class museums and art galleries.
Was it Christmas? I love it. Or is this just like normally they light up like the trees, like they have lights? Because like if it isn't Christmas and they do this like all year round, that's incredibly charming. I love that.
Along with roughly 25 miles of sandy beaches and lovely rolling countryside
Everything
at its
has a beach.
doorstep.
Too bad. Oh, it was Christmas. Too bad that you can't actually like swim in there, I would guess. Or like you can swim there most of the time. Because it's very cold. This is very charming. Like I love this. It looks like, it reminds me a little bit of like, I don't know how to explain it. Maybe like one of those towns in like, I don't know. I think it's just like old Europe. Like this is what it reminds me of. Like old timey, old Europe where you have like the town square and the Christmas tree like in the like right next to like the fountain because they always have a fountain like in the center of it. And of course like the old timey buildings. Like it reminds me of those of like very old Europe. I love this.
Number 5. Åland.
An island.
Tucked away from all the glamour, this island province is a land of sandy beaches, luscious green valley, and Iron Age villages, which will
Oh.
remind you of the Vikings. It seems the time has stopped in this island, seeing
Oh
the
my.
rustic surroundings. But the place has something for everyone, starting off from the serene beaches to rusted windmills and nightclubs.
It looks nightclubs. I was about to say like it looks very like nice to visit because it looks very interesting. But it's like it's very like narrow and I'm not seeing any buildings. So where am I staying there?
To spice up the night.
Oh, I see those buildings. I think. Wow, so strange. Another castle?
Number 4. Stockholm Archipelago. The Stockholm Archipelago is one of the most remarkable regions of
I love this, and I can definitely see myself like going to a midsummer celebration in this place. This is what I'm imagining. And if I think of like midsummer and people go to the countryside, they have celebrations outside. This is what I'm picturing.
Sweden, yet it's still a well-kept secret. It's made up of over 30,000 islands, of
It's
which only
such a
about
huge, like-
1,000 are inhabited, and offers a
Okay.
unique escape in both summer and winter. It's accessible from central Stockholm via historic white boats, some of which date back over a century and are still
Oh.
steam-powered and very well preserved.
Okay. I'm not gonna sing that. Oh, people like live there and they have those houses and they need a boat. I love those places.
Number 3. Gothenburg. Sweden's second largest city, Gothenburg offers a nice alternative to the glamour and glitz of Stockholm. It's less expensive.
It is very weird how they have like all those little houses like making like a semicircle. That's so strange because there was like a church, I'm presuming. That's very
And
weird.
less pretentious, as well as being
Less
easier to get
pretentious.
around. Its streets are lined with all sorts of things to do all year round, and you'll notice its flair for architecture can be found throughout, including the many scenic parks and gardens. There's also the city archipelago right on Gothenburg's doorstep, and it's easily reachable via a half-hour tram
So many
ride.
yachts and boats. Oh, okay. This road looks stunning. This is like very
Number
Irish.
2. Kiruna. The excellent
Lapland.
geographical location and the beautiful sightings of the Swedish Lapland.
But that looks like straight out of like that little house. It doesn't. It looks like one of those like little figurines of like where you get it. I know for like Christmas decorations where they have like little houses that are like miniature tiny houses when they have like snow on top of them. It looks like that, but you know, real.
Make Kiruna a fascinating place to discover. Travelers here can witness large herds of reindeers and can also explore the remote and stunning wilderness filled with countless lakes.
Oh my god, yes.
There
I
is
want to go there.
practically an endless list of opportunities for excursions, including becoming a musher for the day, embarking on a moose safari, ski and snowmobile tours, ice climbing and much more.
Okay, that looks like good fun. I would definitely want to go to Lapland. Yeah, like this mountain's like small, but like so like flat, so weird. Well, usually this kind of places are like really tall mountains. Can you go hiking over there? That looks like a beautiful place to hike.
Number 1. Stockholm.
Of course, the capital.
Stockholm is celebrated not only as the capital of Scandinavia, but also as one of the world's most beautiful cities. Embedded with 10 centuries
It
of
makes
history
sense.
and culture, it stands on 14 islands where the
12
lake meets the
centuries.
sea. The Swedish royal capital is also widely known.
Is it composed of like all the islands? I think if I'm not mistaken, they're connected like through like bridges, right? So you're not actually getting the sense of like, oh, I have to go to the other island. It's just like no, you're just like in a place in Stockholm, and you're just like, I have to go to X, but it's like I'm not thinking, oh, I have to go to the island. It's just like you have to just go to like this place in the city, and it's you know it's whatever. It's not like a huge thing of like, oh, what a huge deal. I have to go to the other island. That's what I'm presuming, right? Because otherwise, it's not like it's not a unity thing. Because you know, it's like wow, there's like a lot of islands to like for a capital to be composed of. So it's gotta be a little bit more sort of like uniform, and you're not actually thinking about the thing of like, oh, I'm crossing the bridge. It's like I'm going to the other island. It's just like no, you're not. It doesn't even cross your mind. You're just like going from one place to another. I would assume it's like that because otherwise, I think it will be very particular.
known for its remarkable modernity, progressiveness, and trend sensitivity. It encompasses everything from lifestyle to fashion, design, great food, and usage of new technology. The combination of magnificent scenery, rich history, and its innovative spirit gives Stockholm an exceptional character and charm.
Oh my god, it was winter. That was like a skate park. This was an incredible video. Now I have a lot of places now that I want to go visit in Sweden. I think like the Lapland situation looks incredible, and that's I think probably like number one to me, just because it looks like a lot of things to do, and none of the other places, obviously there are cities, but it's just like I don't know, you're going to Stockholm, they have like incredible like nature, so it is like one of the most, I don't know, I would think like it's just like would be number one on my list, just because again they have, you know, it's something that I don't think you can get in other places, although it's kind of like a little insane to me to say, because obviously like you can get like not all cities are created the same, but I think it's a little bit of like, well, I don't know, like you get cities, like there's a lot of cities all over the world, and it's not, I don't know, it's not like they're similar and they can be similar, and yes, of course every city has its own like little thing, but in general you can go to cities in other places, and you can go to Stockholm, but the whole like Lapland, I think you can't find this anywhere else. And I love the fact that they have like the moose, like a moose safari, and you can see like, I think it was like, yeah, just you have like deers and animals, and you know, I don't know if you can kite, but it looks like beautiful. You can go, I don't know, you can go to like a nature walk, and you can ski. Like there's like so many things you can do that I think that would definitely takes the cake for me. But I have to say, like, there was another, I love the island, the rich people island, that also looked like that looked very beautiful. Looked very like coastal town. I think not, when I think of beach, I think of like, I don't know, beach as in like laying on a lounge chair and just, you know, drinking margaritas or something. So these are not like those type of beaches, you know, when I'm imagining a beach, I'm thinking of like a beach vacation of like, you're actually like there swimming and it's hot. But these are like other types of beaches, but I relate to this more to sort of like sort of like, it's sort of like Navy inspired, I don't know, like coastal town vibes, which is like, it's very nice, very different than a beach vacation, but I can definitely see myself like going on vacation on the rich people island that I think was like Åland, something with an O. I don't know how, like, because if like rich people go there, it's gotta be a little more expensive. But it looks beautiful, and I would definitely put it on my list. The archipelago, I think it was probably like, I would say that's probably it's the second spot. It's like the first Lapland and then this, because I think the whole like those lakes were incredible, and I know that apparently like, there's like a lot of like different islands, and you have to go and probably like check out like which is the better island, like where am I staying there. It looked incredible, like it looks so incredibly pretty, like everything like with the lakes and the boats, like it looks like the scenery is just beautiful. I think I love it when they have like places have like this huge amount of like this lake, for in this case like this huge like body of water, and it's surrounded by trees and like woods. I think that's like so stunning that I'm like, yes, that definitely is my top spot. Like after Lapland, I'm definitely going there, and then maybe like the island, and then a lot of like those very, very beautiful like little towns, which I don't know, maybe I would actually have to check and see like which one is better. I love the one that have like the cobblestone streets. I think no one like can top that, because it's like, again, it's such a thing that there's not a lot of places that still have this, so it's like you get a little bit of that old timey like charm. And that would probably like be, I don't know, if you're visiting a city in Sweden or a town in Sweden, you have to go like one of those places, because I think like it makes me very curious to see like, wow, this is like so incredibly old, and it's really gonna be more interesting and sort of like exciting, just because of like the history of it all. Like the one, and obviously the one with the Viking like remains, the Viking castle and the Viking dinner, would definitely look up into it, because that sounds very fun. So, you know, now I want to go have like a Viking dinner. But that was it for today, and I'll see you soon. Bye.